Ah, my friend. What do you need?
No one tells me there are so many children in this Fort Joy. Magisters I handle, but small ones. Well, not your kind of small. You understand? Children everywhere and an idiot for good measure. The divine truly dies.
Whoever kills the other is the boss!
The young girl's eyes are covered, but she turns toward you when you approach. She smiles as though she recognizes you, though she couldn't have seen your face.
Ah, hello. I see you come a long way. I see you come here seeking a great adventure. Do you find it? I see it before my eyes. It is not so bad. I know which days have bread and which days have none. I know more bread comes someday. It helps. You do. Someday. Yes, please ask. My home is far. Your language gives me some trouble. We elves... Time, for us, is now. There is not then, and oh, I do not cover my eyes. I cover the place they used to be. They are gone now. He is a very blind man. He sees things but not truth, not love or joy. I feel very sorry for him. You understand when you meet him after you escape. It is safer here. We make no trouble for Griff. He makes no trouble for us.
Her eyebrows shoot up.
There can be a way. Amiro knows. But he is gone. Do you see him? My protector, my friend. An elf like me, with a spirit bright as new leaves. He tries to help me, to save me. And he suffers very much. He is caught by those who hurt him. I wish so much for his return. And he tells you what you seek. A way out. You bring me great peace. Thank you, my friend. I miss him very much. I see something that helps. I see a lizard. He is a lizard of many dreams, of far feeling. You do not free Amiro without him. I know they help.
Compact's got its benefits.
Son of Tenax, has King Thoran come to liberate this Isle of Horrors? Brachus always feared him. He always feared dwarfish might. Oh, blessed day! A 1,000 years? Can it have been so long already? Gods, how the time flies. I haven't seen a living soul in all that time. What a strange notion. A wicked king it was, Brachus Rex by name. The Order of the Source Hunters discovered a great horror upon this prison isle, and I was sent to stop it. Yet my failure was absolute. I am not fit to bear the insignia of the Source Hunters any longer. Please, good sir, you must free me. Prise this spear from my chest, where it has been stuck fast for the last... Seize the spear. End this degradation. I beg you.
It's stuck fast. It's stuck fast.
Please, good sir.
It's stuck fast. It's stuck fast. It's stuck fast. It's stuck fast.
I'll stab you right in the eye! Shut! Got you!
I know they
State your business. Do stop gaping. Anything can be procured inside these walls. That's for you to decide.
I know they help. I feel him, but I do not see him. I know they
Got you!
I know they help.
I'll stab you right in the eye!
The dog focuses at the cat at your feet.
You're too slow! You can't get me!
Frightfully busy at the moment, love. Haven't got any liquor on hand, have you? This fella could use a little comfort. Wouldn't be a proper healer if I didn't. Go on. Why, look at that. Just what I ordered. Ain't you a peach, love? And old Dean here'd thank you too if he could. Poor fella over there crossed one of Griff's card sharks and got a club to the skull. Doomed to be sure, but I'd like to ease his way out.
The man sleeps so deeply, he might as well be dead to the world. The old dog whimpers sadly, sniffing your hand.
are. I wonder what keeps you. Tell me your tale. We are unfamiliar, yet familiar. We are the same material, you agree? I am very curious. So tell me your tale. Start from the beginning. Start from where you come. I see. Now tell me more. Tell me what you do. Tell me what you find. I understand. Now tell me how your story ends. Power. An old ambition. I have a token for you who seeks power. Power comes from strength, and strength comes from growth. These seeds sprout. So does the iron in your spine. I give my... It is nothing. Many fragments swirl on my shore. See what I gather.
The woman looks out on the gently lapping waves. She seems totally at peace, but as you approach, she turns to you with a cheerful smile.
Haven't seen you around here before. New? Well, don't worry too much if you have a hard time settling in. Takes a while to get used to the place. You here alone?
She gives you a long look.
You keep them friends of yours close, eh? Some of us haven't got anyone at all anymore. Not much in this world someone you love can't make better. Used to be I had a family. A husband and a little boy. We were healers, then they brought us here. I couldn't stop them from taking my boys from me when they did. Reckon they were cured. Maybe even released. Don't know why the Reds didn't. Now I'm just waiting for him to call my name. Waiting and remembering. Thank you kindly, sweetheart. I do appreciate it. They were good lads. Too good for this place. And listen to me, bubbling on like a cauldron. You're sweet to listen. And yes, they were lovely. Totally lovely. You run along now, darling. You shouldn't spend what little time you've got left here listening to an old bleeding heart moan.
Ha! I found you, didn't I? Red, they said. Red, then dead. Them that pay the bills, of course. I'll be a rich man when you're 6 feet under. Time's up, Your Highness. Let's... It's stabbing time.
Nuisance these assassins are. It's their frightful manners I mind the most, really.
Come on, you stubborn hunk of garbage.
The dwarf's fingers clamp around a splintered chunk of wood nailed to the skeleton of an old ship. His whole body strains with the effort of wrenching the plank free, to no avail.
Ah! Eh? Oh, that. That won't be my first or last roll on a lost boat. Reckon I might have had a harder time of it without your help, though. Bravery on the high seas is rewarded tenfold in the hall, you know. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got business to attend to.
The dwarf spits into each of his calloused palms and rubs them together, before placing them both back on the plank and pulling.
Bleeding nail must be charmed or something. Yeah. Go on then. Why don't you give it a shot?
You grab the plank and pull. The rusted nail pops loose, and the...
Oh, look at that. Nice of you to finish the job after I... loosened...
He winks and flips a gold coin toward you. It makes a long, high arc, glinting in the sun, and lands squarely in your hand.
For your trouble. No, but I'd hoped to build something with it that would be worth 1,000. Yeah, it were a fool's errand thinking I could make something out of this heap, but I couldn't help myself from trying.
He sucks a finger and holds it up to the wind, testing the breeze.
Winds like these, she would have capsized before she reached the break. Well, on to plan B.
He gives you a wry look, as though deciding whether to trust you.
Aye, was planning to build me a raft and paddle off. I've got business north of here, in a town called Driftwood. Far be it from me to miss an appointment. Maybe you don't.
He stands before you and pokes you in the side, seizes your shoulder with a great, strong hand.
There's something of you, you know? You don't have to accept your fate on this bloody island. You can leave here. Why don't we make a deal then? You help me get out of this place, and I'll do the same for you. Happy to trundle around with a group of amateurs at your heels, are you? Your funeral, lad. I'll be here when you change your mind.
You know this one, don't you? Grab a bottle of ale. Oh, a right disgrace you are. Come on, you remember. Grab a bottle of ale, fill it up to the brim, stick your sorrows in ale and roll them till they swim. Give us a smile. We may be...
The lizard's brow knits together, then apart, and back again. He seems to be swimming deep in his thoughts and doesn't look up as you approach.
The ground. I don't know what you... I'm just trying to work it out. What happened? My mind? What else, my friend? I'm wondering why. All of this. Source, the Voidwoken. No doubt the two are related. Perhaps if we can reverse the cause of our misfortunes, we can stop this madness before it goes... I fear it will be quite some time before we find any answers at all, my friend. Though, it doesn't hurt to ponder.
When another divine arises, will source change back?
No, let's not get nasty. Greet's better off, I'm sure.
Yes, appreciate.
We find Source so dangerous. What in his death caused it?
Easy now, hot chap. It isn't my fault she's dead. Gods. The smell, though. Please, excuse us.
You're talking to me, not him, Sam.
Oh, for the love of Lucian, Balladeer. You're acting like a madman.
Say it again. What you said about my wife. Go on. Piss off. Go on, Sam.
Well, it's the truth, and you know it. She's better off. So what if it was messy? I'd rather puke myself to death 1,000 times than let the Reds get to me.
A flat smile twitches across Balladeer's lips.
She never did like you. Bastard.
The man looks for a moment at the corpse at his feet, then turns back toward the nearly finished coffin, bloodied hammer in hand. He nods at you and turns back to his hand. He taps hammer to...
What do you want, freak?
When another divine arises, will source change back?
I got my good eye on you, bub. Make it quick.
Yet so quickly, we find sources so dangerous. What in his death caused it? Perhaps it might...
I never seen one myself, but me cousin up in Gore said one appeared from the clear sky one day and ate up every child under the age of 12. I don't know what you're. Pelham, I made it as far as the Hollow Marshes even. They dragged his corpse back the next day. Head pulled clean off by a ghost. Was hell if I know. Don't rightly know if it can be done. Hands out your pockets now.
Son, this is
A delivery.
Joy. Surely you'll have one. What a
Hey, shortbread. What you heard about a crate of stolen supplies? And don't you lie to me now.
Watch yourself.
She seems to fight the smile that appears at the corners of her lips.
Oh, get will ya?
Heading into the kitchen? Don't try anything funny around Griff. I'm watching you. Well, he runs this place and everyone in it, including you. Better to make yourself useful to him if you're stuck here anyway. Nice and slow.
Hey, up here. You're a little light in your pack, ain't you, bud? Who could blame you with the garbage they got for sale round here? Why don't you take a gander at the goodies I got? Stuff you won't find anywhere else in camp. Procured by special means. Boss don't mind where the gold comes from, long as he gets his cut. Have a look, why don't you? Let's just say folks leave here, but they don't seem to take their effects. Maybe I happen to know where everything ends up. Only the finest, you know.
Worse than war rations, these. Ain't fit for beasts. Ain't fit for beasts. Ain't fit for beasts. Worse than war rations, these.
fit for beasts. Ain't fit for beasts.
Need something in the kitchen, do you? Need something in the kitchen, do you?
Worth some more rations, please.
Nice and slow.
Ain't fit for beasts.
Nice and slow.
Hey, I know you.
Losa, the dark-eyed jokester you met aboard the ship, waves enthusiastically and dips into a mock elegant curtsy.
Back then, I was... you. Glad to see you made it. Nothing like a nice tentacle slap across the moor to set the tone for the week, eh? How'd you escape? Me too. Did you hear something? When you were in the water, I mean. I heard the same. Do you know what this means? It means I'm not the only.
Losa's voice catches in her throat. The joy drains from her face. She is stock still, waxy skinned, her eyes dark. Greyish-black veins run from her eyes down her cheeks. Her head snaps to you mechanically, and her eyes lock with yours. Dark pupil light suddenly flashes back into her face.
Anyway, what were we talking about? Ah, it's nothing really. It's just... I'm just a bit... well, a bit... hospitable? Ha! What I mean is, look, you've never been a host, right? That's because you're like a clump of leaves on the side of the road. But I'm a roadside inn. Red door, flowers out front, friendly like a goddamn Gold Star Inn for the disembodied. Feels like just one, strangely enough. Big one, though. Don't know its name yet, either. It takes time for them to get comfortable and... So, how are you enjoying the joy? Yeah, same story here. Reckon in my case, they might actually be... So, you want to check this place out together? Strength in numbers and all that. Who said anything about otherworldly? Demons and brain ghosts are just as mundane as you or I. Mostly you. Sure, whatever suits you. Probably better for you in the end anyway. I'm not always myself. And so anyway, see you around.
Bow your head, please! If we chant the endless prayer, the next divine will ascend, even if your kind has displeased the god so terribly of late.
You know what I mean, dwarf. The elves and lizards are no better. The lot of you would drag us all into... The time of source is over. You prove my point, dwarf. The Order will set you right, or you will never leave here.
Oh, I don't feel so good.
As you approach the blacksmith, you feel a bony hand on your arm. Fane leans in and whispers in your ear.
If it would be acceptable, I have an inquiry for this human. And if it would not be acceptable, well, that would render this entire conversation rather awkward.
Fane approaches the blacksmith and quietly speaks to her. You can't overhear much, but he seems to be gesturing towards her head an awful lot. Fane's words are quiet, but you hear the blacksmith repeat, "Face Ripper," in shock.
What is it with creeps like you and...
Fane backs away, scratching his head. It seems that didn't go as he'd expected. He is lost in thought, though. She must have said something he found interesting.
Is it not enough that you travel with me? Must you speak too? Go on then, bark away. Let's see if we can find any method in it. The Mask of the Shapeshifter? In my time, it was nothing more than a novelty. I crafted one for my child once. She spent the day trying to convince me that she was her mother. Even though, of course, now that toy could be the difference between life. With that mask, I can shapeshift and walk through this world looking like any other simple mortal. It certainly makes traveling through towns easier.
Amidst a crowd of screws, bolts, and scraps of metal, the woman is manipulating a glove-like contraption fitted with 5 long metal...
And what you after? I ain't. Just seeing how it's made. She's clever, Dallas. Made these herself, for those bodyguards of hers.
She looks up.
You looking to buy something? Found it in the scrap heap not so long ago. We used to know each other. Never knew her to be much of a wrench head back in the day, but once she joined the Order...
She nods once.
You looking to buy something? Or do you just want to waste my time with a whole lot of questions? For you? Hell no. That's for me to know, and you to get out of my face. Buy or shove off. All manner of things.
Is that indigestion, or is it... Oh God, not now.
The Magister stares at the ground, unaware of your presence. With a start, she looks up and realizes someone is standing right beside...
The Divine is dead. The Bishop is all we have left. Yes, our Lord Bishop is human, and so is his father.
Her voice trails to silence, and she resumes...
I do wish Alexander would ascend sooner rather than later.
I'd like to let one of them cross your path.
This place is no haven for innocence. Farewell, my furry friend.
Go on, keep moving.
Shove off. None of your business. Move.
Leave me. Go. You leave.
She groans in pain, refuse.
Take your point, then.
Leave him be. Don't make me say...
Listen, I can help you if you just...
Shut up, elf. This clown, caught him stealing from my kitchen. Still won't say where he stashed my supplies. Sound like someone you'd let off with a slap on the wrist. Supplies? Crate of food, citrus in particular. He'll talk, or he'll die quiet. Ain't been here long, have ya? No one gets to have it all. No one starves anyone.
He twirls his knife between his fingers.
Divine's gone. This blade is the only god watching over Fort Joy. Listen up. Back off.
Not like this. There's too many of them.
If a magister finds us on you, you forget
Griff
my name.
glances from his blade to you and back again.
Sure, have a look. A Myro. I guess you mean the clown I caught stealing from my kitchen. He's not going anywhere. Caught him red-handed trying to make off with a second crate after he took the first. Went down like a rent boy when we grabbed him. Easy. Worse than war rations, these.
Finally kicked the bucket this in. Didn't think I'd miss his grumbling and boasting, but spirit like that leaves a big hole.
You there. You've just arrived, isn't that right? Are you quite alone? Forget that. People are fast to abandon clan and kin in this place. They're a bunch of cowards. Not me, though. You would be too if you'd been here as long as I have. In fact, you should be nervous if you're here at all. I know what that... I've been here a long time. Longer than anyone else. People get... I have a way out of here. It won't be easy. Are you interested? Oh, noble. But after the Magisters take you all, you'll know. Good luck with your friends, though.
I don't think I ain't watching. That's your big blue just to this road. Anna!
Pipe down for her.
Ah, grab it in your gobblers, the both
The
of
woman
ya.
is scrabbling at her throat, as though she can hardly breathe.
Don't touch me. You're too close. This collar, this place, it's squeezing the love. It won't budge. I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
She reaches for her face, shocked by the sound, glaring at you in anger. But then she realizes.
Thank you.
She ain't coming back.
Didn't I?
What of it? Looky here, mates. A fresh face. We love fresh faces, don't we? Why don't you join us in a round of cards? First hands on the house. Chuff to you, Chief. Here are your cards. You're up first.
You glance at your hand. 2 purple monarchs. A hard hand to beat. Ralvo's eyes linger on the table, where the card lies as innocent as a piece of cardboard can be. His gaze travels up your torso to meet your eyes.
Now, where'd you get a thing like that, mate? You know, mate, I've met plenty of folks with a death wish before. Here more than anywhere else. Reckon I'll hand you credit for being creative. Let's make this quick.
You there, dwarf. I'm looking for an inmate. A smallish man, thick spectacles, prone to somewhat eccentric chatter. Have you seen him? None of your business, inmate. Find me if you hear of a me-go. Come on, old man. I can't wait all day.
Greetings, child. Rather far from home, you and I, and during such dark times. No disrespect, eh? I'm used to calling all the Divine's offspring that way. Absent though our father may be.
Mummy's right here. Is he?
Pipe down, Farah. It's time to accept reality.
I told him at noon exactly. Didn't I?
Move aside, dwarf. Move aside. I need to find my little girl. I need to find my baby. She was here. I'm sick with worry. Completely sick. And no one in this damn camp will lift a finger to help me find her. Yes, of course. Here, you should take it with you. When you find her, give her the doll and tell her.
She soaks up a steady stream of tears with her.
She ought to come with you then. She ought to follow you back to me. This place turns people cold. Cold and wicked. That fellow Jeth over there speaks You are an angel.
A fella can't hear himself think with all this racket. Day and night she hollers after that child. You hear that, Farah? You got to cut that out. What's happened to ya? Aye, she needs help, but none that I can give. Mad as a cooker, that one, and twice as loud.
I'm not mad, darling. I'm not mad. Sweetheart.
What else do you call hollering after a ghost? That child of hers she's shouting after has been dead and buried a month over. Killed by a void-woken back in our home village. Never even... And there ain't no amount of hollering that'll bring her back.
He hasn't changed a bit. Always late.
She ain't coming back.
Ah, you're back. Please, did you find Irma? She still hasn't returned. Where could she be? You've been talking to that snake, Jeth, haven't you? I don't know where he gets these obscene lies. It's sick. Totally sick. To talk... You stay away from that man. Do you hear me? Irma isn't...
Where is he?
Biffan rolls his sleeves back down. He nods at you, the shadow of a smile.
Good work there. Good work. I can
He stretches out one rough hand to... He grips your hand tight as a vice and shakes it.
say, you don't look all that busy now that we're safely on dry land. I could use someone to watch my back. I've just got a small errand to run. And then I'll be looking to get the...
He shrugs, looking off to the...
mercenaries. It's a job. My job. Everyone needs to make a living. I make mine running errands.
He stands still as a statue, flinty eyes glimmering with menace. A raw animal power exudes as your muscles quiver. His stony face relaxes. A playful smile twitches his lips.
Come, there's no quarrel between us. We can help each other.
He grins, sharp teeth glittering in the midday sun.
So, before we hit the road, it's best if we decide battle strategies up front. Should keep survival's my main priority. I'll use every trick in the book to keep us alive. Can do. Onwards.
He scans the horizon.
Right you are. Lead the way.
Oh, I don't feel so good.
The divine himself, Lucian. Shrine's turned into a memorial, it seems.
The shrine depicts Lucian the Divine, avatar of the 7 gods. It does not react. The shrine depicts a low, resonant vibration hums somewhere deep within your knees buckle. The hum grows louder. The work...
Worse than war rations, these. Worse than war rations, these.
Mind your manners round quick, eh?
Watch yourself, boy.
He taps hammer to nail and doesn't...
sit thick and long. You see, he likes it big and strong.
Tides in and out and in again.
Just as you're about to address the lizard, the Red Prince barks.
This man is a dreamer. As you know, I need a word with him. You may wait here while I speak. Permission indeed.
He bids the dreamer stand up and pay attention. The dreamer then chews and swallows a handful of Drudenay leaves. He falls asleep. To your surprise, the Red Prince lies down and follows suit. After, the Red Prince pinches the bridge of his nose in apparent irritation before turning his back on the jabbering dreamer. You receive a withering glance in response.
A deserved bit of sarcasm, I suppose. But though this sting-tailed fellow may be a less than stellar specimen in the firmament of dreamers, turns out I'm being hunted by an enemy I didn't know actually existed. The myth-shrouded house. The dreamers, though, they're on my side. And they've visions of me on the throne. Of course it is. I was born with the promise of an empire, but to keep it, I must find a second dreamer. A greater one. Bahara is her name, and she resides in the swamplands east of the fort.
You know, I could tell you all about swamp dreamers too, if I chewed that much Drudenay.
Oh, do hold your prickly tongue.
Is that thing eating corpses?
You shouldn't have done that. No, no, no!
if those bleeding dwarfs didn't eat so much.
Hands out your pockets now.
The woman is scrabbling at her throat, as though she can hardly... As she catches sight of you, recognition flashes in her terrified eyes. She drops...
Ben Mist! Ifan! Ben Mist! You killed them! You killed them! He killed them all! Murderer! Keep him away from me! Help! Somebody!
Don't disturb me again, unless you've seen me go. You have seen him? Tell me, where was he? And you're very sure it was him? How do you know?
The ring sits heavily in her hand. Her fingertips droop under its weight, and it seems about to fall to the ground.
He was my father. Beast? This can't be. You said he was upon...
Stay back. Stay back. Keep that monster Ben Mist away.
What did they do to him? What did they do to him? What have I done? What have I done?
Amid the squalor of Fort Joy, you suddenly spot an elf with diamond features, regal and radiant, but cold too. She was the one who sat rolling dice in the ship that went under, deciding fates with every roll. Her eyes are focused on a lizard some distance away, and you get the distinct feeling he's an unfortunate man indeed to be trapped in her tiger-like gaze. No sooner have these words left your mouth than she turns about and grabs you in a stranglehold. You feel the tip of a
You caught me off guard. No one catches me off guard. Better tell me who you really are, or this time, I'll let my needle do the licking. A dwarf out of his kingdom, yes. Like a fish out of water, dangling helpless.
A push, a pivot, and now you suddenly face her. The needle still all too deeply embedded. Despite the precariousness of your situation, you notice something that remained undetected in the gloom of the ship. A flaw in her diamond features. A curiously shaped scar on her left cheek.
Let me tell you a little story. Once upon a bad old time, a lizard cut this living scar, into my cheek. But now I'm free, of sorts. And I've traced that lizard here. I intend to raise the subject with him. No!
She drives the needle in deeper.
In truth, it does not matter in the least who you really are. You saw me mark my prey. You could warn him, save him. That makes you a liability. That makes you needle feed. Your death will be slower, more painful, but fair enough.
A bright sparkle of laughter follows your proposal.
Ha! How amusing. I admit I had not seen that twist coming. I was Make your case and do it quickly. Why should I join you? I will. Escape. How you do tickle me. Most of the misguided deers around here would argue such a thing as... Well played. Oh, little needle mine, what should I do? Push or pull? You know what? Today is a rather fine day. Sunshine and an easy breeze. Yes, I'll let you live. I'm not quite sure the weather will save him.
With a casual flick of the wrist, she withdraws the needle from your neck and smiles, as if she just invited you to sit down.
Let's discuss our respective roles then. You, me, and Death will be playing many a round of hide and seek. So, as a rogue, my speciality is stealth. The suits me fine. Lead on, or better yet, let me then follow me. But wait, you seem to have quite a few followers already. We'll be far too conspicuous traveling in a caravan.
Worse than war rations, these.
If a
Perhaps
badger's
those
advice,
bleeding
yeah?
dwarves didn't eat
You
so
forget
much.
my name here?
Got it.
Ain't fit for beasts.
Don't tell anyone where you got this, eh?
Bigger coin then.
Perhaps if those bleeding dwarves didn't mean so much.
Here's the goods. Like you wanted. Give it, Dave, don't you?
Perhaps if those bleeding dwarves didn't mean so